thing. There's no formula like weight gain formula. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Winning is Winning, where we dish out healthy recipes as well as talk about child nutrition. As always, my name is Dami. I'm not a practicing pediatrician, neither am I a practicing child nutritionist. I'm just a mom with a diploma in child nutrition and a passion for child nutrition. Welcome. If this is your first time, thank you for joining our family. I know you're going to subscribe as well as share this video. So I'm going to talking about something that I saw on social media. Like really, I like to talk about what I see these days, because it's going to help us debunk some ideas or some information that we have in this life. You have to learn and relearn and debunk some things and know and do your research as well as mom. I always advocate for our moms to do great research and know what you're giving to your little one, and I'm always an advocate of healthy living. Now today I'm going to be talking about this idea of being chubby. I've seen a whole lot of mom come to my DM and talk about please, can you give me recipes that will allow my child to have weight gain? And the first thing I will ask is, how old is your child? And in pediatric nutrition, there's always a BMI for every child. There's always a BMI for every child and their age, to know if they are meeting their milestones, to know if they are with the same weights for instance, take for instance from ages 1 year, you should be like 10 kg to 14 kg. So you are knowing whether your child is within the kg for their age. That's what mostly BMI is. So if your child is within that range, then really there is nothing to worry about. But some moms comes and say, I want my child to be chubby. You know, when this baby is chubby, you know, when these babies are chubby, they always look so wonderful and handsome. But yeah, when I was single, I always thought having a chubby baby, it means the baby is healthy. Having a chubby baby means the mother is feeding the baby well. Having a chubby baby means this child is different. But hey, as I became a mom, I saw that children are wonderfully and beautifully made in their own ways. Now, if you are not fat, you cannot expect your child to be fat. Where do you want to see that? Except your husband, you guys are both slim, and you're expecting to see one fat child. Like, people will ask you, I'm not saying your child, like me when I was young, I was very chubby according to my mom, according to everyone said I was chubby. I had weight, but I was not eating. That's just the truth. So having a chubby baby doesn't guarantee you having a healthy baby. Like in the hospital where I went to, I saw a chubby baby, but the baby passed on. Why? Because the baby had a hole in the heart and they went for a surgery and the surgery wasn't successful. So are you going to say, okay, because this child was chubby, the baby shouldn't have had certain disease or sicknesses? So I want to debunk this idea of who is saying, okay, until my child is chubby, until my child is fat, until my child has certain weight before my child is healthy. Now, as a mom, the important thing that you should consider when giving your little one is making sure that you give them all the nutrients they need from real food. Take for instance, you make sure that their food is rich in carbohydrates, is rich in protein, is rich in fat, is rich in minerals, is rich in vitamins that they need for growth and development. And stop with the idea of being chubby. Once your child is eating all those foods rich in all those nutrients, be sure that your child is going to grow. Your child is going to grow well. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you want this so-called I'm not saying having a chubby baby is wrong. In fact, my baby wasn't really chubby, but he had that chubby face. He had a little bit of chubby face and he was looking healthy. Yes, I would say looking healthy and a little bit chubby. But I won't say because my child wasn't chubby, I should not like my child, I should not love my child, or I should start looking for a solution when there is no solution. But I was rest assured that, okay, my child is getting the nutrients he needs for his growth, for his development, for his brain development, which is very crucial at this stage. He's getting all the nutrients he needs for his immunity and his immune system. And my child is very strong. I can tell you this baby is very strong, and he didn't even fall sick as he was a baby. He didn't fall sick. Like, going to the hospital was not even part of us, except maybe when we wanted vaccine. Why? His immune system was strong. So you need to focus about what really matters, what is necessary, especially in this pandemic, and stop saying, okay, my baby is not chubby. First and foremost, I want you to accept your child the way they are. Now, if your child is not chubby, if your child is chubby, fine, thank God. make sure you give this child essential nutrients that they need. If your child is not chubby, fine, thank God. Make sure your child is taking the essential nutrient that they need for growth and development. Once a child is eating well, it will show from their skin, it will show from their body, it will show from them. It will definitely show. If your child is not eating well, you will see it as a mom. You will know that this child is not eating well. Is it that it shows from their appearance? Is it that it shows from the activity? They are not strong, or something. There is something there. As a mom, you are definitely going to know that this child is pale, this child is looking sickly, this child is looking weak. So I'm not accept your child for who they are. If they are not a chubby person, fine. Just make sure that they are eating good food and they are eating healthy. Definitely a child will grow when we are giving them their 3 square meal and giving them healthy 2 snacks in a day. They will definitely grow fine and they will grow well. So this idea of that I don't want to accept my child, or my child is not fine, Jerry, because it's not fat like Mrs. A's baby. This baby, I better come out self. I don't know. You need to accept them for where they are. Once this type of comparison start coming, as a mom, you tend to start comparing your child, and which is really wrong. I won't like it. I don't like when my parents compare me to other children. I wouldn't like it when my husband compare me to other person. Neither will your child. This thing will grow with you. You start comparing your child to other people. Accept your child for who they are. Love them for who they are. And if you notice there's anything wrong with their BMI, or they are not meeting their milestones, or they are not in the appropriate weight that they should be at their certain age, then you need to go to the hospital. You need to do certain tests to know what exactly is. Now I want to see something. I see some people selling baby food, and some people on social media, they'll come out and sell baby food, and they will be like weight gain for specifically for weight gain. Most moms will come to my DM and say, I want a recipe for weight gain, and I'm like, me, I don't know the recipes for weight gain, no, to be honest. The only thing I know is that you can give, when it comes to weight gain, as long as you are taking foods rich in calories, food that are high in calories, like peanuts, butters, they are rich in high calorie, bananas, they are rich in high calories. I know definitely you are going to eat more calories, and you may tend to want to add more weight. So that is what I tell them. But this one, that there's a specific formula for my child to eat, like, to be honest, I don't know the formula. While I was doing my diploma, I did not see the formula. But the formula I saw is that make sure your child is eating well. That is the only formula I see. So these ideas of many people selling formulas or selling certain formulas for children to gain weight, like I try as much as I can. I read one of the labels and I saw almost like 10 different ingredients for a 6-month-old child. 10. Like, do you guys even know that these children are still very tender? The way they are so tender is the same way their digestive systems is tender. The way they are so tender is the way that you should be gradually giving them healthy food. Like, you don't just see one ingredient and you say 10. This one, they will add that one, they will add this one, they will add orishi on top of the food. Say it's formula for them to have, for the babies to gain weight. Like, we mothers, we are the one causing it. Yes, we are the one causing it, because these producers have seen, okay, in the market. I'm sure today if I download a recipe and say weight gain, I don't download such recipe because I believe your children should eat their vegetables, your children should eat well, they should eat their carbs, their protein, their fat, their vitamins, their vitamins and their minerals, which is found in fruits and vegetables. So I'm not a fan of like, okay, if you eat this certain food, you are going to gain weight. So we mothers caused it. We want our babies to look fat. We want our baby to look chubby, because that's what the society say. Okay, if your baby is not chubby, your baby is not fine. And that is where these producers have gone their way and say, okay, this is what mothers want, Abi. Okay, now let's give it to them. Let's give it to them hot. Let's give them the recipes that they want for weight gain. And at the end of the day, your child start taking it, and your child start falling a victim of malnutrition, because all this fortified and processed food, they've been stripped off of their nutritional values, and your child start having malnutrition. Besides, you know what obesity is? Obesity is another name for malnutrition. Yes, they are not. Obesity is like another form for malnutrition. Malnutrition means that you're not getting the essential nutrients that you should. Now, one thing about the human body that God has given it so much, see, if you are giving your little one processed food, if you are giving your little one some 13 types of food, the body, your baby will definitely, the body is going to grow. Your baby will grow. Why? Because God has made this body in a certain way, and it's a beautiful way that once your body is getting the nutrients it needs, the body stores it and it's like a reserve. Your body stores it, and if the body did not get it, it used what it calls from the reserve. It used the reserve, just like the liver can produce some minerals. Then if the liver stores some minerals, then after some time, if your body is not getting these minerals, your body begin to produce it. And when your body no fit produce them again, wetin go happen now? Malnutrition don enter. Malnutrition is the thing. You now be malnourished. You now see your child looking sickly. So that is why it is essential for us to give our little one good food, rich in all the essential nutrients that they need. Because as they are eating it, the body is reserving, and when the body is reserving, you see that they are eating it on a daily basis. You see that the rate of sicknesses will reduce. So that is just the truth. There is no essential formulas. And please, before you give your little one food from 6 months of age, try and read the labels. Know what is written there. I always say that if you don't know what is written there, carry your phone and Google it. At least you will know what is there. So it is very important for us to debunk all these ideas and don't allow these manufacturers to sell you poison in the name of weight gain. Yes, they are selling you poison. Why would they give you certain like 10 ingredients and give you all these things for a child of 6 months of age? It's not good now. It's not right now. We need to make we look into this matter now. It's not good. So we should debunk this idea of weight gain. I'm an advocate that when your child is eating well, when your child is eating a good proportion, you will see they are going to grow well. Is it, do you want weight gain or growing well? So because this person, have you seen some fat children, you feel like they should go and lose weight? Like this society seven. If you are if everything they complain. If your pikin come too fat, you see them complaining. So just make sure as a mom that you are giving your child good food. Your child is eating well. Yes, is eating a balanced diet. And let's forget all this thing about weight gain or no weight gain or this thing. By the time you start pumping your children by 6 months of age, pumping them with this thing that they call weight gain, you will see at age 1 they will be doing blowing age 2 age 3 you go reach adulthood sef, you just say why? Because you've given the body's hormone have just been okay late So yes, mothers, please let's debunk this thing. Are you not happy and grateful to God that you have a child? I'm not saying if you notice your child is not within the weight that they should be for their age, you should see a doctor. You should talk to a doctor. You should see a pediatric nutritionist to help you. But please, let's debunk this thing that the society is saying weight gain. It's really annoying. Some moms comes to my DM and like I share them videos of what I had in my previous class where I talked about weight gain, and the mom was thank you, but it wasn't helpful. I was okay, no problem. She wants something that a child will add weight, like that chubbiness. I asked her a question: what's your child's weight and how old is your baby? And I saw that the baby is within the weight of their age, and she wanted more. It won't work like that. So far your child is healthy, so far your child is eating well, it will show on their body. So don't allow these producers to see, because mothers are precious, that they want their child to be chubby, that they want their child to gain weight, and they start giving you poison. It doesn't make sense. Please, let's debunk these ideas. Let's debunk this thing. There's no formula like weight gain formula, except maybe when you want to give your child high calories food. Please, let's stop this idea of weight gain. It's really hurting. It's really harmful. You see a baby of 6 months weighing 15 kg, notori alone. You want to give the child high blood pressure. You don't know this fat is going to be congesting their chest. High blood pressure, diabetes. It will, before the fat go and be depressing the pancreas, and the pancreas will just be releasing insulin anyhow, and the insulin will just say, I know they do again. Or do you want your child to start having certain cancers? Please, let's stop this. Please, let's stop this. It's getting so much. I had to talk about it. Please, let's stop it. Our children are wonderfully made by God. We should appreciate them. And if you think that they need medical help, please seek medical help. And don't be looking for formulas for weight gain. Give your child healthy food. Give your child good food. 3 times a day and 2 snacks. They'll grow well. Yes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You can see I'm smiling now. I will always smile. I always want to allow you to know how I really want this topic to enter you. I'm smiling. Hope you're happy now. You're seeing my smile. Thank you so much for stopping by. It really means a whole lot to us. I'll definitely see you in our next video. Until then, remember your little one needs all the nutrients they can get from real food. Let's raise healthy kids together. I'll see you in our next one. Until then, bye.